Living with diabetes calls for a mindful approach to eating, and that can feel overwhelming. You might immediately think of dull, tasteless diets, right? But what if I told you there are foods that not only help control blood sugar, but actually taste great? Yes, they do exist. In this video, we'll introduce you to 10 of these tasty and helpful foods. Get ready to be surprised. You might even want to try making something right away. Many people believe that a diabetes diet is all about restrictions and giving up anything enjoyable. That's a common myth. The truth is, it's about choosing the right foods and combining them wisely. The goal isn't to starve yourself, but to eat balanced, delicious meals while keeping blood sugar levels steady. And it's totally doable. Let's check out the superfoods that can have your back on this journey. All right, let's dive into our lineup of delicious helpers. And kicking off our fantastic top 10 is, ta-da, avocado. You've probably heard it's a healthy fruit, even if it doesn't quite look like your usual apples or bananas. Many people still approach it cautiously because of its high fat and calorie content. But here's the big secret. These aren't fats you need to avoid, especially if you're managing diabetes. Avocado is a true superfood with a unique nutritional profile. Its biggest advantage for blood sugar control. It's very low in digestible carbs. That means it barely causes any sharp spikes in blood glucose after meals. Pretty amazing, right? Instead of quick-release carbs, avocados are packed with healthy monounsaturated fats. Remember when we talked about good fats? This is exactly what we meant. These fats help you feel full longer, which is crucial for weight management, and they play a key role in improving your body's insulin sensitivity that directly supports better diabetes control. But wait, there's more. Avocado is also a fiber champion. Just half of an average avocado packs several grams of fiber, and fiber is a superhero for people with diabetes. It slows down digestion, which means carbs you eat with avocado or from other foods in the same meal get absorbed more slowly. No more sugar roller coasters. Plus, fiber acts as a great prebiotic, feeding the good bacteria in your gut, which is important for overall health. So, how do you add this green beauty to your diet? There are plenty of ways. The easiest is to mash it with a fork. Add a pinch of salt, pepper, and a squeeze of lime or lemon juice. Then spread it on whole grain bread for a nutritious open-faced sandwich. Or chop it into cubes and toss it into any salad to add creaminess and a satisfying texture. Avocado pairs wonderfully with tomatoes, fresh herbs, chicken, and fish. Don't be afraid to get creative. Some even blend a little avocado into smoothies to make them creamier and more filling without adding sugar. In short, avocado isn't just a trendy food. It's a genuinely tasty and healthy ally in your journey to stable blood sugar and a strong heart. Now let's move from creamy avocado to something bright and bursting with flavor. Imagine tiny gems of nature, sweet but not overly so, and incredibly good for you. Yes, I'm talking about berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. These fruits are true champions for people managing diabetes. Why is that? Unlike many other fruits that can be high in sugar, berries have a relatively low glycemic index. This means they don't cause a sharp spike in blood sugar levels after you eat them. That's a big deal. You get to enjoy their delightful taste without the worry of sudden sugar crashes. On top of that, berries are loaded with fiber. We've already mentioned how beneficial fiber is with avocado, and berries have plenty of it, too. Fiber slows down sugar absorption, supports healthy digestion, and helps you feel full longer. So, a handful of berries is a perfect way to satisfy a light hunger or a sweet craving without compromising your blood sugar control. But perhaps the greatest treasure in berries is their antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their rich reds, blues, and purples. These powerful antioxidants fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage. Studies show that regularly eating berries can improve insulin sensitivity and support heart health, which is especially important for people with diabetes. How can you add these berry benefits to your diet? Easy. Toss a handful of blueberries or raspberries into your morning Greek yogurt or oatmeal. Mix strawberries into your salad for a fresh twist, or just enjoy fresh berries on their own as a snack. They're a delicious and healthy alternative to sugary desserts. Berries are a perfect example of how healthy can also be incredibly tasty. Now let's talk about a product that comes from the depths of the seas and oceans. Fatty fish. It might not sound as appealing as berries or avocado to some, but its health benefits, especially for people with diabetes, are truly remarkable. We're talking about varieties like salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, and trout. Why fatty fish? It all comes down to their incredibly high levels of omega-3 fatty acids. You've probably heard of omega-3s. They're the good fats our bodies can't produce on their own, but absolutely need. For those with diabetes, omega-3s are especially important. First off, they provide strong support for cardiovascular health, which is crucial because diabetes significantly raises the risk of heart disease. Omega-3s help lower harmful triglycerides in the blood, reduce blood pressure a bit, and ease inflammation, something often linked to diabetes. Secondly, research suggests omega-3s can improve insulin sensitivity. That means your body's cells respond better to insulin, helping to use blood sugar more efficiently. Besides these healthy fats, fatty fish are also a great source of high-quality protein. Protein keeps you feeling full longer after eating, which can curb overeating and help prevent unwanted weight gain. Plus, it has almost no impact on blood sugar levels. So how do you add fatty fish to your diet? Try to include it at least twice a week. You could bake salmon with veggies, steam some mackerel, or toss canned sardines, in their own juice or oil, into salads, or on whole grain toast. Don't be afraid to play around with herbs and spices to brighten up the flavors. Fatty fish isn't just good for you. It can also be delicious when prepared right. From the depths of the sea, let's move to the garden beds. Our next star is a green, crunchy, and incredibly healthy vegetable. Meet broccoli. You might not have been a fan as a kid, but when it comes to health, especially managing diabetes, this veggie is simply irreplaceable. So what makes broccoli so great? First off, it's very low in calories and carbs. That makes it perfect if you're watching your weight or blood sugar levels. You can eat a good amount of broccoli without consuming many carbs. Secondly, broccoli is a fiber powerhouse. We've talked a lot about fiber before, but its importance can't be overstated. The fiber in broccoli helps slow down sugar absorption, preventing those sharp spikes after meals. It also supports healthy digestion and helps you feel full longer. It's a fantastic way to bulk up your meals without extra carbs. But there's more. Broccoli is packed with vitamin C and K, plus other beneficial compounds with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Eating broccoli regularly can support your overall health and help combat inflammation, which is often linked to diabetes. How to make broccoli taste great? There are plenty of options. You can steam it or boil it until it's just tender, but still a bit crunchy, then drizzle it with olive oil and lemon juice, or roast it in the oven with your favorite spices until it's golden and crispy. This brings out amazing flavor. It's also great in soups, stews, or omelettes. Fresh broccoli florets make a perfect base for salads. Try adding broccoli to your diet. You'll see how easy and delicious it is to get the most health benefits. Moving from juicy berries and crunchy broccoli, let's talk about a snack that's perfect for quick energy and satisfying hunger fast. Nuts. Whether it's almonds, walnuts, pistachios, or hazelnuts, there's a huge variety, and they're all incredibly nutritious. Sure, nuts are calorie-dense, but like avocados, those calories come from the good stuff. For people with diabetes, nuts are a real game changer. Why? First, they offer a fantastic mix of healthy fats, protein, and fiber, while being relatively low in carbs. This combo is ideal for keeping blood sugar levels steady. The fats and protein slow down carb absorption from the nuts themselves or any other foods eaten alongside them, helping prevent sharp spikes in blood glucose. Second, nuts keep you feeling full for a long time. A small handful makes a perfect snack between meals, helping curb hunger and resist unhealthy cravings. Protein and fiber work together to keep you satisfied. And let's not forget about heart health. Like fatty fish, many nuts, especially walnuts, are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which support cardiovascular health, something especially important for people managing diabetes. How to add nuts to your diet. Carry a small portion with you for a quick snack. Toss chopped nuts into salads or oatmeal. Sprinkle them on yogurt, or just enjoy a handful on their own. The key is moderation, since nuts are calorie-rich. But in controlled amounts, nuts make a delicious, filling, and highly beneficial addition to your diabetes-friendly diet. Now let's turn our attention to something tiny but packed with potential. Chia seeds. These little black or white seeds have become incredibly popular in recent years, and it's not just a trend. For people with diabetes, chia seeds are truly a superfood. So what makes them so powerful? Their biggest strength lies in their incredibly high fiber content, especially soluble fiber. When chia seeds meet moisture, they soak it up and form a gel-like substance. This gel works wonders in your digestive system. It slows down how quickly carbohydrates break down and absorb into your bloodstream. The result? A smoother, steadier rise in blood sugar after eating, without those sharp spikes. This makes it easier to keep blood sugar levels stable. Besides fiber, chia seeds are packed with healthy omega-3 fatty acids, plant-based, so they're absorbed differently than fish oils, and protein. This mix of fiber, protein, and fats makes chia seeds very filling. Add them to your breakfast or snack, and you'll feel full longer. Another great thing about chia seeds is how versatile and easy they are to use. They have a pretty neutral taste, so you can add them to just about anything without changing the flavor of your meal. You can make chia pudding by soaking the seeds overnight in milk, regular almond or coconut, or yogurt. Toss them into smoothies, oatmeal, salads, baked goods, if your diet allows baking in moderation, or simply sprinkle them on finished dishes. It's an easy way to pack in plenty of nutrition with very little effort. Now let's talk about a product many people enjoy for breakfast or as a light snack. It's creamy, filling, and really healthy. I'm talking about Greek yogurt. Not just any yogurt, but the natural, unsweetened kind. So what makes it so great for people with diabetes? The key difference between Greek yogurt and regular yogurt is its much higher protein content. During production, most of the whey is strained out, which concentrates the protein. And as we know, protein is a great ally in managing blood sugar. It slows down carb absorption and helps you feel full longer. That means having a serving of Greek yogurt for breakfast can keep hunger at bay until lunchtime and prevent cravings for unhealthy snacks. Besides being high in protein, natural Greek yogurt usually has fewer carbs and less sugar compared to flavored or sweetened yogurts. Always check the label carefully. Look for plain or natural options. Greek yogurt is also a good source of calcium and probiotics. Probiotics are the beneficial bacteria that support gut health. A healthy gut is important for overall well-being and can even indirectly affect metabolism. Wondering how to enjoy Greek yogurt? It pairs beautifully with other foods on our list. Add a handful of fresh berries, some chopped nuts, or chia seeds. You'll get a delicious, nutritious, and satisfying breakfast or snack. You can even use Greek yogurt as a base for sauces or dressings instead of mayo or sour cream. Greek yogurt is truly a versatile champion in your kitchen. Let's keep building our tasty and healthy list. Next up in the superfood lineup are true champions when it comes to plant-based protein and fiber, legumes. We're talking beans of all kinds, lentils, chickpeas, and peas. These are a real gift for anyone managing diabetes. So, what makes them so great? First off, legumes are packed with slow-digesting carbs. Unlike the quick carbs found in sugar or white bread, these break down gradually, which means they don't cause sudden spikes in blood sugar after eating. That's exactly what we need for steady diabetes control. Second, legumes are a powerhouse of fiber. Yes, fiber again. The high fiber content in legumes slows digestion and sugar absorption, helping keep glucose levels steady. Fiber also helps you feel full longer, which is key for managing weight. Third, legumes are rich in protein. Plant protein is a fantastic alternative to animal protein. It helps you feel satisfied and supports stable blood sugar levels. This winning combo of complex carbs, fiber, and protein makes legumes a filling, nutritious food with a low glycemic index. Wondering how to add more legumes to your meals? It's easy. Try a lentil or pea soup, toss beans or chickpeas into your salads, or use them as a base for veggie patties or spreads. Making hummus from chickpeas is a perfect snack idea. Legumes are super versatile and affordable. They make any meal more satisfying, healthier, and help keep your blood sugar in check. Moving on from hearty beans, let's talk about something light but incredibly nutritious. Picture all shades of green, from pale lettuce to deep spinach and kale. That's right. Our next star ingredient is leafy greens. Why are leafy greens so important for a diabetic-friendly diet? It's simple and brilliant. They're super low in calories and carbs, which means you can eat plenty to add volume and freshness to your meals without spiking your blood sugar. It's a real game changer for anyone wanting to feel full without the carb overload. But leafy greens aren't just empty fillers. They're packed with vitamins and minerals like ACK, folate, and potassium. These nutrients support overall health, boost your immune system, and keep your body running smoothly, crucial when managing chronic conditions like diabetes. Plus, while their fiber content isn't as high as in beans or whole grains, leafy greens still help slow sugar absorption and promote healthy digestion. On top of that, they're loaded with antioxidants that fight inflammation. So, how do you add more greens to your diet? It's easy. Start with a big salad made from a mix of leafy greens as a base for lunch or dinner. Toss a handful of spinach into your omelet or scrambled eggs. Blend arugula or spinach into your smoothies. You won't even taste them. Use lettuce leaves instead of bread for burgers or sandwiches. Finish off your dishes with a sprinkle of fresh greens. Leafy greens are a simple, delicious, and powerful way to make your diet healthier and keep diabetes in check. We've already talked about greens, legumes, berries, and other healthy options. Now it's time to highlight a food that many consider a breakfast classic, but it's actually much more versatile. It's a fantastic source of high-quality protein and a great way to start your day right. Can you guess? Of course, it's eggs. Eggs are a true gold standard for people with diabetes, and here's why. First, they contain very few carbs, almost none. This means they have minimal impact on blood sugar levels after eating. You can enjoy an egg without worrying about a sudden spike in glucose. Second, eggs are one of the best sources of complete protein. Just one egg provides several grams of high-quality protein. Protein is important for managing diabetes because it helps slow down the absorption of carbs from other foods eaten alongside the eggs. This leads to a steadier rise in blood sugar, and as we've mentioned before, protein keeps you feeling full. Eating eggs for breakfast means you're likely to stay satisfied longer. There was a time when eggs got a bad rap because of cholesterol concerns, but modern research shows that for most people, dietary cholesterol doesn't significantly affect blood cholesterol levels. So, unless you have specific medical restrictions, eggs are a safe and highly nutritious choice. How can you add eggs to your diet? The options are endless. Omelets, scrambled eggs, boiled eggs, the classics. Add veggies and herbs to your omelet for an extra health boost. Use boiled eggs in salads, or enjoy them as a quick, satisfying snack. Eggs can also be added to soups or casseroles. It's a simple, affordable, and incredibly effective way to increase protein and nutrients in your meals without raising your blood sugar. And now we've reached the last item on our list of healthy and tasty foods. It's a grain that's gained worldwide popularity thanks to its unique qualities. Meet quinoa. And quinoa isn't exactly a grain in the traditional sense. It's what's called a pseudo-cereal, but that's a good thing for our health. Its biggest advantage, especially for people with diabetes, is its perfect balance of fiber and protein. Quinoa packs way more protein than most common grains like rice or wheat. And even better, it's a complete protein, which means it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs. And quinoa is also loaded with fiber. This combo of protein and fiber gives quinoa a low glycemic index. The carbs in quinoa break down slowly, providing a steady, gradual release of glucose into your bloodstream. No sudden sugar spikes. That makes quinoa a fantastic alternative to white rice or pasta made from refined flour. And besides helping control blood sugar, quinoa is filling and satisfying thanks to its protein and fiber. You'll feel full for a long time after a quinoa-based meal. On top of that, It's a rich source of magnesium, iron, and other important minerals. And how do you use quinoa? Cook it as a side dish instead of regular grains. Toss it into soups to make them heartier. Use it as a base for warm or cold salads with veggies, greens, and protein sources like fish, chicken, or beans. Quinoa cooks pretty quickly and has a pleasant texture with a mild, nutty flavor. Adding quinoa to your diet not only boosts your nutrition, but also brings some tasty variety to your meals. What makes these foods truly amazing isn't just their individual benefits, but how effortlessly they fit into your everyday meals. You won't need to hunt down exotic ingredients or cook complicated dishes. Most of these items are probably already in your kitchen or easy to find at any store. By mixing and matching them, you can create delicious, satisfying meals that help you manage your blood sugar without making life harder. This isn't a diet in the usual sense. It's more like enjoying a tasty and healthy lifestyle. Just 10 simple foods can make managing diabetes easier and, importantly, more enjoyable. Taking care of your health through food can be a pleasure, not a chore. We hope this list inspires you to try something new or see familiar foods in a fresh way. Thanks for watching until the end. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next episodes. And tell us in the comments, which of these foods are already part of your diet, and which ones are you excited to try?